greater than in the distant echoes of time. There lived one of the greatest kings the world had ever known. A man crowned not only with power, but with prophecy, the wise and mighty King Solomon. And far away, in a land bathed in sunlight and mystery, ruled a queen whose beauty and grace were the whispers of legend, the Queen of Sheba, Belkis. Two rulers, unmatched in their own realms, destined to meet in a story that would transcend centuries. Together, they left behind more than a kingdom, more than a throne. They carved a legacy, a king and a queen not only of their time, but of all time. This is their tale, a story that began with power, and was fulfilled by love. Greater than by the will of God, King Solomon ruled over the winds. He spoke to animals, to birds, and even to the unseen, the jinn. His army was unlike any the world had ever seen, not only men in armor, but creatures of the earth, the skies, and the hidden realms of the spirit. Yet one day, Solomon noticed a small absence among his flock of birds. The humble hoopoe was missing. When it finally returned, it carried news from a faraway kingdom, the land of Sheba. There, the hoopoe said, lived a people who bowed not to God, but to the sun. And ruling over them was a queen of unmatched beauty and majesty. Belkis. Solomon sent a letter to the queen. Within it were these words: "My summons is this, that you worship none but God. Do not let pride deceive you. Come to me in submission." When Belkis read the letter, a strange stirring touched her heart. She fell into deep contemplation. Though she was a proud and mighty queen, these words awakened in her a feeling she could not quite name. Belkis had been moved by Solomon's letter, yet she was cautious. Before yielding, she resolved to test his strength. She sent forth priceless treasures, gifts of gold and jewels fit for the greatest of kings. But Solomon dismissed them with ease. "My power," he said, "is not to be measured in worldly riches." His reply struck Belkis to the core. Within her, two fires were kindled at once: anger, for her pride had been challenged, and a deep curiosity, a feeling unlike any she had ever known before. Before the queen's arrival, Solomon addressed his hosts. "Who among you can bring me her throne?" One of the jinn stepped forth, offering to deliver it swiftly. Yet another, gifted with knowledge by God, brought the throne in the blink of an eye. When Belkis entered Solomon's palace and beheld her very own throne before her, she was struck with awe. In that moment, she could not deny the majesty of Solomon's power. Solomon invited Belkis into his palace. Its floor was crafted of pure crystal, so clear that she mistook it for water and gathered up her robes to keep them dry. At that very moment, their eyes met, king and queen, ruler and ruler. And in the stillness of that gaze, Belkis laid down her pride. For the first time, her heart quickened. And so too did Solomon's. Belkis now understood. True power was not in sitting on a throne or counting treasures, but in surrendering to God. That day, her heart opened not only to her Lord, but also to Solomon. His might was tempered with mercy. Every word carried justice, every glance compassion. Belkis's beauty was not merely outward, it was crowned by her wisdom, patience, and humility. Two hearts met in the silent melody of understanding and respect. Beyond thrones and kingdoms, a bond had formed deep within their souls. Rivayetler farkli yorumlar alsa da, Belkisin Suleymana gonal verdigi soilanir. Onlaren Berlikteli G, Sadaja iki insanan de gil. Iki buyuk militan brosmizi onlamina geldi. Kudretal baslayan bu yol kulik, Kalplaren sesas ama daran bulus masina donastu. The timeless story of Solomon and Sheba reminds us, power and beauty gain meaning not through pride, but through faith and love. And sometimes, the greatest victory is guiding a heart to its true owner.